Hi, this is Thobbe Englund from Sabaton, and you're watching Brutally Delicious Podcast.
This is 70,000 Tons of Metal, the original, the world's biggest heavy metal cruise. 60 bands, 4 days, 1 cruise ship, only 3,000 tickets. It's like having an all-access backstage pass. January 29th to February 2nd, 2026. From Miami, Florida to Nassau, the Bahamas, and back. 70,000 Tons of Metal. What are you doing next winter?
Hey, how are you, my friend?
Very good, thank you. You?
Hey, we were just having a debate. How do you pronounce that name?
Well, in Swedish that would be Thobbe.
Thobbe. Okay.
Thobbe. So my real name is Torbjörn, which is like Thor, bear, the bear of the, Thor, the thunder god. But
Right.
Torbjörn is a little bit hard to pronounce it, I guess.
Torbjorn is a video game character, so that's actually easy for me.
Wow, cool. You go.
What video game?
It's a game called Overwatch from like 10 years ago, but he's this dwarf, he's this Swedish dwarf that makes like gun turrets and stuff.
All right.
You should do that on stage. People might get it.
Oh, yeah.
Nice. Anyway, thanks for taking the time. I'm Bruce. That's my partner, Dark. And we can just jump right in. We're both longtime fans. In fact, I saw you guys, if I'm correct, on the 2011 70,000 Tons of Metal, right?
I think for me, I don't know if the guys were there in 2011. Rings a bell somewhere. I joined in 2012, and I was there in 2013 with the guys. So
Yeah.
I guess 11 and 13, and I think the guys were there when I had my small pause of 8 years as well.
Yeah, they were 2018.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Small
So
pause.
let's talk about Legends. Now that it's out, this is number 11. I mean, how do you guys feel about it? What's been the feedback so far?
It's not out yet, right?
Great. Sorry.
Is the album out? I thought it was just like crossing the Rubicon and
Yeah,
it's 17th.
Singles are out. The
October
album's going to be out the 17th, I guess, of October. So.
Mhm.
So, how do you feel about it? And are you satisfied with the outcome?
Yeah, I'm very satisfied with it. I mean, and to come back at it was perfect timing for me when the guys asked me if I'd like to rejoin the band, and it was like, oh, by the way, we're going to start recording of the new album. So it was perfect, to get into basically from the start of the album, the recording procedure and all that, and what I mean, this album, even though every band, every artist always say like this is the best album so far,
Right.
It is, because it has everything, and it's like it's not a single weak song on the album, in my opinion. It's really one of those 10 out of 10, I feel.
Okay.
10 out of 10.
Wait. Go ahead, Dark.
10 out of 10. Wait. That's best album ever is like different than a 10 out of 10.
It has everything, and I guess we were all involved in the songwriting as well. And one funny thing is that me and Joachim have been working on Lightning at the Gates for a long time. I think we finished that song in November, and little did I know at the time that I would be back in the band by January. So that was also pretty cool,
So how do you, I'm going to get one more for you, and I'm going to let Dark take the lead here. But how do you, when you're writing a Sabaton record, number 11, you've been in the band since 2012, how do you keep the music from being the same? Like, how do you not rewrite that same Sabaton song that you wrote, for previous records?
I guess it's of course, you don't want to fall back upon typical, easy things like, all right, here's the chorus, and then we do it like that, and we've done that 20 times. You always try to think about the details, to kind of get out of the box, your comfort zone, because it can be very repetitive. But I would say when we sit down and write songs, even though, it always feels fresh. And I think that Sabaton fans want to have Sabaton this way. I wouldn't like Sabaton to kind of go in another direction or something. I think it's kind of like when I grew up as a kid and Iron Maiden was my favorite band. I didn't want them to change that much, keep the sound but still fresh material and stuff like that.
Fair enough. Go ahead, Doc.
Yeah, so the main thing I wanted to ask about, I don't know how much lyrical involvement you have, is that this is the first album in 6 years that isn't about World War One entirely.
Yeah.
Now, was there discussion of okay, do we have to stick with this war, or it's time for World War II? How did this happen?
Actually, I think this was in fall of 2023 when the guys started to lay out plans for a new album. And of course, I wasn't in the band at the time, but Joachim had written what then became Templars, the song. And he played that to Per. But both were like, but this doesn't sound like, First World War material. And so it was like something older, kind of ancient stuff, and that's where the Templar idea sort of was born. And I think they were talking about maybe a concept album about Templars, but then that would be maybe I don't know. I don't actually know the full story behind that, but that's how Legends saw its light, because it was like, wait a minute, I think they had been thinking about this for a while also to write about all these legends. And of course, there are a shitload of legends out there to choose from.
Was there one you wanted that didn't get the album? I don't know, some legend of history?
Nah, I don't know. I hadn't really thought about it.
So was there one that you thought was the best, that you put your most energy into? And
no, the thing is that we write the music first, and then we kind of connect the music. What's the feeling in this song, and would it fit to this or that legend, So that makes it more connected, I guess, to that kind of, each legend has a song that's like a vehicle for transporting all the, the story in itself. So,
right,
yeah.
That's wild. I always figured there were the song concepts first, and then you wrote music. But I guess if I heard Templars and it didn't have lyrics, I would never have thought World War One. To your point.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. It's like, yeah.
Yeah, that's wild though. So, were you saying that you were involved in songwriting even when you weren't in the band?
Oh yeah, I've been, even though I wasn't in the band since I left in August 16. We stayed in touch over the years, barbecue, beer, family, stuff like that. And I've always, whenever Joachim is in town, he calls me like, yeah, what are you up to? Should we have some beers, write some music? So I actually wrote Fields of Verdun, for example.
You wrote that?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I played the solo on the album, dude.
Wow.
Yeah, and then I think we started on Lightning at the Gates in 22. But the guys were obviously very busy. But whenever he was in his hometown, which is where I live, I moved to Falun back in 2012. He called me up and yeah, what are you doing? So yeah.
So
that's wild.
But I'm guessing it's good to be back. How is that feeling?
Yeah, it's wonderful. A lot of people ask me, are the guys any different? Is it different? But it wasn't. It wasn't like I didn't see the guys for 8 years. We these are my best friends, and we always got together whenever we got the chance. So it was just getting back. It was more about guitar playing actually, because I didn't play much for maybe 2 years. So it was a matter of getting back into shape, things like that, and then in recording in the studio and all that. And it was a wonderful feeling, like a homecoming. We cried like little girls on the phone that night when I said yes, I'm back. Really emotional.
Was it hard getting your wheels again after not? You said you didn't play hardly for 2 years. Did it take a while to get yourself back into Sabaton caliber?
Yeah, well, when it comes to guitar, the muscles are pretty small, obviously. So it takes a while and to build up this kind of dinosaur skin So I had to start slow and not, move too fast into it, to even hurt myself and stuff like that. So I had like a schedule of like practicing this and that, picking technique and all that, which I made for myself just to slowly build it up. But it didn't take that long. It took a couple of weeks, and then I felt, oh yeah, fuck, I'm back.
A couple of weeks to get back into stage. Like what? That's all it took.
Yeah, the stage first show was with Judas Priest, spring of 24. Yeah. So I was a bit nervous. I was, to tell you the truth, I was like, "What the fuck?" But I mean, after a couple of shows, and I mean, Tom is a fucking great guitar player. And a lot of the new fans that came in after I left, it's big shoes to fill, and. So I was, of course, I was a bit nervous, but everything went super smooth and nice. And
I was afraid to ask about that because, like, I'm a big Majestica fan, but like,
right.
was it Bruce? I'm not sure if you know Majestica's Tommy's band. He used to be in Sabaton and then Thobbe came back. But yeah, like, was there, like, you're saying that was intimidating? Was he cool about it? Like, how'd it go?
I mean, Tommy and I were best friends since. I don't know how many years, and so he was the natural guy to jump in and take over after I left. And when he decided to go his own way now with Majestica and all his solo stuff, I mean, we talked on the phone, and he gave me some, hey, this solo here, how the fuck do you do that? And he's like, oh, well, you go here and you do that. So it's like, we're brothers basically.
That's nice to hear that there's no, like, I mean, not even hard feelings, but like good feelings all around.
No, I met him 2 days ago. We had a barbecue at Pat's place. So.
Oh shit! Okay, so he's in touch with the rest of the band. Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah, of course.
So when is Sabaton touring with Majestica?
I don't know. That's a fair question. I don't know.
Well, put in the request because I would love that, Bill.
Yeah.
So you guys taking this out on the road again? I know you said you played the summer some stuff, but what do you got going for the touring?
We're gonna go now. We have 3 shows in about a little over 2 weeks. We're going to Turkey, we're going to Moldova, and Kazakhstan. That's gonna be pretty interesting. Yeah, never been to Turkey, but the other 2 I haven't been to. Not the other guys either. So that's gonna be pretty interesting. And we just came off a tour in Australia now and New Zealand, and so I'm in Cyprus now, where we're doing some PR and stuff like that. But then we're going to start the big European tour mid-November.
Is there a place you want to get to that you haven't got to yet? As Sabaton, not as yourself.
Yeah, I don't think about, myself anymore as a kind of, solo artist, if that's what you mean, or something. Or you mean like private.
Yeah, travel. Even personal travel, right?
Yeah, I don't know. It's a tricky question. Been pretty much everywhere like that, but bringing Sabaton Southeast Asia maybe or something. I don't know. Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Dark?
Do you have any... sorry, I had like another question, but not, like Southeast Asia. Like, does Sabaton have songs about that part of the world other than Shirayama?
I'm not sure.
I was like, I don't think you ever did like the Romance of the Three Kingdoms saga, right?
No, I don't think so. It doesn't ring a bell.
Is that the next album?
We'll see. Who knows?
Yeah. So, your last U.S. appearance, I think was that Judas Priest tour last year. When are you coming back, man? Sorry, we're both American.
Well, you'll see. You'll know.
Is it like hitting Blabbermouth in 2 days or something? Like, please don't keep me waiting.
I'm not going to say anything.
Sorry, I had to mute for that. Okay, good news.
No worries at all.
It's always nice. Like, obviously, Judas Priest is one of my favorite bands, and seeing you and them was kind of a dream. But I missed the Tank. Damn it! Well, oh, he's got the tattoo. Wait, Bruce, can you pin that?
Look at that.
I got this when I was 16.
Really?
Yeah. A buddy of mine made it from the Painkiller album. It was like bought a tattoo machine for like $50 or something.
Nice, homemade.
Yeah.
But
I don't know if I could do that. Was it having your best friend or one of your friends tattoo you after a couple beers is kind of like, I may end up hating you the rest. We may not be friends after this evening, right?
Yeah, but we're still friends, even though we're.
Well, it looks pretty good. So
Yeah, I think it's pretty good, but I think there's a shade from two sides. But I think we had a couple of beers too many, maybe. But I mean, it's
right, but you're
it's a
still
cool
friends,
thing.
so that's good.
Yeah,
I could tell what it was from like over Zoom before you leaned in. It's good.
yeah,
I'm just
yeah.
saying. And we're halfway across the world from each other.
What's so funny when we were on the tour with Judas Priest, and I was working out in the parking lot, just doing push-ups, and I didn't think about the tattoo, and some of the crew guys from Judas Priest, yeah, I was like, oh fuck, biggest fanboy ever,
Yeah.
To my defense, I made it when I was like 16 or something. Yeah.
What was it like sharing the stage with him for the first time?
Sorry?
The God.
Of the God, the metal God. It was a dream come true. It was surreal.
Intimidating?
I mean, it was more of kind of a proud feeling to be doing the same thing together. It's like a feeling of, I don't know, brother belonging, that kind of stuff, that we're going to carry the torch, and they showed us the way.
And especially after being a fan for so long, that's like you're validated, sort of.
Yeah, it was for sure a special feeling, I mean, I love Judas Priest. That's probably my number one favorite band of all time. Yeah.
Awesome. Dark, you got any more?
Yeah, of course. So I guess like the attitude you're showing right now towards like, yeah, we were drunk, we got tattoos. It leads me into like one of my main images of Sabaton in my head, which is everyone always seems to be having the time of their life, and like they love giving each other shit. Pranks at the end of the tour. I think it was still Tommy in the band, but like, Hammerfall came out of one of the tours and like surrounded Joachim with like random pikes and like imprisoned him on stage one. Like, is this like a requirement for being in the band? Like, are they saying like you must be funny, or like?
No, I think we are that way. It's we love to, have a good time, and jokes and just doing crazy stuff, but not stupid or nice crazy stuff,
right,
and never being mean, sort of that kind of jokes and to others, but then within the band, I don't know about that.
Yeah, I mean, sure, but like I guess like you almost had the vibes. I mean this in a good way, of like a high school band in terms of like how much you just wanted to like give each other shit, but instead you're this international touring like mammoth. You
playing with
like,
Priest.
No, I'm talking about Sabaton, bro.
No, I said playing with Priest.
Oh yeah.
Maybe that's some part of the success, that we love what we do, and then we love each other, and we love our crew, and we love people coming out to our shows. There's a lot of love surrounding all this, and I mean, the love for heavy metal music, that's the foundation, and we're just having a fucking good time.
Wow. It shows.
So where does Sabaton go from here? Because I'm like, in my head, there haven't been a lot of successful metal bands from the last 10 or 15 years. You and like Ghost are two of the only ones that like many people could name if they're not like huge nerds. Yeah. You sold out Hammerstein Ballroom the last time you played New York, and like that's a big feat. That's where like Bush plays. Do you ever envision yourself playing like Madison Square Garden?
Of course. I mean, we could go on forever doing this, and just look straight forward. It's like, yeah, of course we can. Of course, we're probably gonna play there one day.
I hope so.
I hope so too.
As a headliner, I mean, I don't mean opening for Priest.
Yeah.
You did play like Prudential last year,
and I say that in a humble way, of course.
Oh yeah.
But I mean, but you never know. We could play in front of 100 people in 10 years. Who knows? We're still gonna keep on doing this,
So just for the love of metal, and
I guess, yeah.
And maybe that's why. And maybe that's why you got so successful, was just because we could tell like this magnetic love for all of it.
Yeah, I guess so. That's what I said. It's maybe a small piece of the, the recipe to success or whatever. This is. I mean, we're kind of genuine in that way that we love what we do for real, and I don't say that other bands don't do that, but it's just the atmosphere in this band is very positive.
Sure.
Perfect. I think we got time for one more. If you got one more, Doc.
Yeah, I guess just like, okay, just spitball. What would be the most absurd thing Sabaton could write a song about that's still kind of about war?
About Chris.
Sorry, what's that?
About Chris.
Chris?
The other guitar player.
Oh.
Nice.
I mean, have you seen the guy? He's like a tank.
Most of the band I took to be pretty big. I mean, I've met Tommy. He makes me look like a midget, and I'm not small.
He's like 2 meters tall. I think he's more than 2 meters tall.
Yeah. Oh, so about Chris just being like this eternal warrior with like the electric axe.
Yeah, something like that. It was so funny. We had lunch together today, and we're sitting there and talking about guitars and fingers, and his pinky is as big as my index finger. How fucking weird is that?
Big hands. Yeah. Nice.
Someday we're gonna have a rap song about him.
Nice.
Yeah. There you go. There's the answer to Dark's question, I guess. Dude, thank you so much for everything. Thank you for the music. I appreciate all your contributions to the metal world.
When's the U.S. tour? This won't get posted.
You have to find out, man.
Come on. No, don't leave. I got the shirt, man. Don't leave me hanging.
I'm going to leave you
hanging. Thank you, my friend. Be well.
Thank you so much, man.
Good luck. We'll see you on the road in the U.S.
Take care.
See ya.
See ya.
Bye.